then, all right?
Yeah, Disciple wasn't even born in 2012. Alright, so attacking will be Buds. Very curious. They have 2 Widowmakers selected right now. 3 Widowmakers, okay. So,
and the offensive Torbjorn, pretty common.
Oh,
I think they're the fearsome foursome.
Swap to a Widowmaker.
Yeah, that you've been talking about. He's just nothing but Widowmakers.
They are fearsome. And there's 4 of them. It's the only 2 requirements.
That's true. Since they are in that room, they can afford to swap at the last minute. There is the issue of showing if people try and peek through that window, and they still have the time to talk. Just not really much pressure to pick your hero immediately. One interesting thing about King's Row is it probably has the highest cheese potential of any map because the distance from spawn to the first capture point is so quick. We typically see a Winston, sometimes 5, trying to jump over that wall, but it may be harder to do against an experienced team like Hubris.
Alright, looks like we are getting some character swaps here as they fled out to the left entrance, or sorry, the left exit, I should say. I'm going to be watching Buds on McCree. He was actually like the child prodigy in Shoot Mania. I think he was like 17 or 18 years old, and when he got 2nd place at the Shoot Mania launch event with Tailspin, he was an incredibly good hit scan player, but there he just flops over dead, so maybe I'll pick someone else. Here we got Reaper on offense.
Really concerted push. They've already lost 4 members of their team, 5, with Reaper going down and it's only Lucio remaining, and it looks like they're going to chase him down just to take him out. And that seems like a really, really strong push there from Buds, but just got swatted down. I think one member of our maybe 2.
So Disciple, you have started robot voicing a little bit. Not sure if there's anything you can do about it. Should clear itself up, I'm sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, sounds good.
Alright, if it's an issue, just let me know and I'll try and do something about it. But right now, another attack goes in. They have lost their Reinhardt, which is one of the most important members here, and they've lost now everyone! Just getting swatted out by that Reinhardt, and so much concerted focus fire taking him out. Once again, it's only Lucio left alive.
Alright, swapping over to Dur's POV on Reaper as they need to reset. They'll walk up to their Reinhardt, of course. They've got an attacking Winston as well. Only 2 supports, both Lucios. There's actually 4 Lucios in the game right now, providing healing and speed buffs for both sides.
Really interesting that there aren't any Mercies here, but I guess the point is just so close that the offensive team doesn't need it at all, and the defenders... since there's no Pharah at this point, maybe that's one of the reasons they don't feel like they need that boost. There is the defensive Diva ultimate, but not going to get much out of that except some damage on a Reinhardt shield.
Yeah, at the moment, doesn't look like offense has much steam at all. Both Lucios do have their ultimates available, but there is one for defense as well. So even if they were to rush in here, I have a feeling both sides would get popped, and again, the likely conclusion is that Hubris would defend it once more, as they have been pretty dominant so far. I like the defensive positioning. We got 1 Lucio up in the windows. Here we go. We actually have 3 break-it-downs. That was kind of interesting. There's a defensive Reinhardt ult to knock down the offensive Reinhardt. Everyone just has a billion health. There are a couple of people dying on defense, though. Coolmat and Chump did finally die. Buds and V on offense are down as well. Reaper dies for the defense, and there's no Mercy ult to bring anyone back, as everyone is just using Lucio at the moment. Defensive Diva ult clears the point, and suddenly defense has plenty of time to get back to the point. That was a great cleanup by the defense Hubris.
Definitely. You know, Diva for the point control with their ultimate, Lucio being able to push people off and keep everyone at full health, and Reinhardt to land. I feel like that was a huge Reinhardt ult from Chump. It didn't seem quite as impactful because of the Lucio shields, but it still was able to keep them down for quite some time and stop this push. And right now, Hubris is doing an amazing job keeping this defended. 2 minutes left for the team to take this point and try and move that payload forward.
They are finally sitting on the point. They have the first third completed. There's the Reinhardt ult knocking down several members. Fan coming in from Buds to kill at least Reinhardt. He's got a Deadeye ult available, trying to take some free shots on Lucio in the side room here. There's a nice punt from Reinhardt. And it looks like Deadeye is going to come out. He's got 3 targets in his sights, but pulls the trigger and nothing dies. So unfortunate ult there. He should have probably canceled once they got out of vision, but that's okay. He's going to go down. Hubris is going to regain control of capture point A.
Yeah, Coolmat69 going up forward with the Lucio, and they're able to play kind of aggressively, taking people out, staggering those death timers, and forcing them to regroup, which just buys them more time every single time. So there's minute 20 seconds left, which means pretty much 1 more coordinated push with ultimates, but potentially 2 pushes overall to take this capture point. Let's see if they can do it. They come in from behind.
Oh, big barrage. Opportunity here. No, he gets picked off by Coolmat before he can even pop it. He was directly over the healer and the tank. If he had gotten his barrage, it would have been much better for the team. But right now, defense again cleaning up. Offensive Reinhardt does have Earth Shatter. Sorry, that is hard to spit out. Earth Shatter is available for the offensive Reinhardt, and so I'm sure we'll see him charge in and drop the hammer in just a few moments once his team gets back up.
Yeah, we'll see if they can combine it with the barrage, because that's going to be what they need to do. They do have a Zarya now, but Zarya hasn't been picked very long, so I'm not sure how long we have on that ultimate. And so, let's see right now, the Reinhardt charges in, he's going for that stun, but he gets taken out before he even completes the charge.
Yeah, Tailspin on Reaper just shot him in the back 4 or 5 times during the charge and was not enough. Offense is getting swatted down again. V did pop that Lucio ult to give them some health. There's the Zarya ult that you mentioned, but Chump always with his shield up. Such a good Reinhardt there, preventing any incoming damage. Raz also popped his defensive matrix and nothing going. It looks like they only have 8 seconds left to capture point A. I don't think it's going to happen here, buds, but good luck on defense.
That entire barrage getting even up at the defensive matrix was such an amazing shutdown to keep anything. You know, if they had been able to take that out with the Graviton Surge and barrage, they might have been able to capture the point at the very end, but D.Va said no.
Yeah, so not even a time to beat. If Tailspin and company actually capture point A, that's going to be it for King's Row. That was juicy.
Well, that was a pretty good Reaper ult.
I would say that was play of the game. I'll take it.
You know, it was all right.
Best kill streak 26. Best kill streak 20. He didn't die.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. That was a pretty strong showing from Hubris there, and like you said, if they do manage to capture the first point, they do take the map, and I expect to just see them stop playing after that. But we'll see. There is always the chance that they do defend that first point. In which case, how do we determine who wins?
If it is a draw,
nobody captures first point.
Then I assume we would move into map number 2, and because, like we said, a draw would count as a win for both sides.
All right.
I will ping the admin though, just to be sure.
Yeah, D.Va plays usually aren't pretty flashy because you know, the ultimate is huge, but it usually doesn't get very many people because it's very easy to dodge. But just a strong showing of being able to constantly attack and disrupt that fight. We also saw the really nice defense matrix. I feel like Raz was one of the kind of MVPs of that match. Like we saw that 26 kill streak, definitely not something to scoff at.
Yeah, D.Va's the one who can do it. If it's anybody, she basically gets multiple lives if she can just hide long enough. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing Hubris going for some, you know, some funky strats here. Okay, they immediately loaded in with 3 Winstons. It looks like they might be cutting down to 2 Winstons. But if you do run a couple Winstons and D.Vas, they are able to start. You could start up at the top, jump off, and leap over the wall to get to the point immediately. And that's the kind of thing I like to see coming in at the very beginning.
Yeah, right now, with the defensive Roadhog, that's something that I don't normally see here on King's Row. The double Lucio defense again, though, for Bud's team. Offense, I don't think Tailspin's going to be staying on Torb. He's probably going to swap over to Pharah or Tracer. I've seen him on Tracer quite a lot here on King's Row because she can get around the back very easily and get some free shots off on the supports.
Oh, it's the Barrel of Monkeys! They're doing it!
They are doing it.
They have the Lucio, they have the 5 Winstons, and they are coming around the left. They are not seen. They're going to come up over this wall, and I assume they're going to leap over onto the point, and there it is. They're in onto the point, and they're able to stagger their shields to keep themselves up. Let's see how well Buds can defend this.
So many monkey bubbles, so many dead. Lucio and Desro Lord both dying there. Only one Winston has gone down for the offense. There's a second one. Raz and Esper both down, but they are slowly capturing the point. V needs to keep contesting, and now with 4 monkeys on him, sorry, 3 gorillas, I should say, and Lucio, that is not going to last. Defense trickling back in now. There's Desro Lord with that Reinhardt. He does not have his ult available. He does actually have his ult available. Sorry, he pops it, but only hits 1 Winston as all those bubbles were still up, and he cannot slam through those shields, and the capture point has been achieved. That's actually it for game number 1.
There it is. The Barrel of Monkeys works. Oh, I knew it worked. I knew it worked.
It worked.
Oh, I love it
over.
so much. It's over. They were able to win the game in, I think, just over a minute there.
So we could remake, or we could just allow them to push through so that we can keep our lobby for game number 2. But Hubris does take map number 1 here on King's Row.
Oh man, that was exceptional. So if you guys ever want to try that in your own games, the strategy is 5 Winstons and a Lucio. You can also send a Mercy with them. That's actually what they swapped out to after 1 Winston died. And it just gives you the movement speed, the healing on point, and the staggered shields. And the reason it's so strong is you can jump over. So they are actually playing the game out. I thought they were just going to push it through, but it looks like they're going to have a little bit of fun with that.
So the issue is, you know, the rest of the round of 8 is all